All right, we
It's
are
doing.
doing a little bit of Starfinder in the Sven Zone tonight. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
Say hi.
There we go.
Excellent. We have sound. Let me kill this echo.
I'm sorry, people. Y'all are gonna have to watch me. I'm about to scarf down 2 double cheeseburgers, double quarter pounders. I mean,
Hell yeah, brother.
That can't be as horrifying as me mowing through a plate of spaghetti earlier.
or a quarter pounder. What,
All right.
Since when did they fucking put fucking ketchup? Really?
On the quarter pounders?
Yeah, they've always had ketchup.
McDonald's, they always
Yeah.
have.
All right, so
Oh, it's lead. They put lettuce on it.
That they don't
That's-
typically do.
that's weird.
Ah, fuck
All
it.
right, so let's focus on the game, guys, as we play in some Starfinder. Protection, the protectors of Waden's Keep spent the first 10 days of this month exploring the Northeast. If you look at this map here, you'll see that they started in H3, where their settlement is, and then they went to all the way up to H6, and then you moved northwest at that point and went to J6, which is where you are now. You can see the little token representing the group as you zoom in on it and see the group photo, which has been updated, by the way. So if you guys haven't seen the newest version, you didn't check it in the message of the day, there you are with the new tokens, the new people, the new images of people as they've been supplied to me.
I'm not, for once, I'm not the smallest character.
Correct. But you're also not the biggest. But you're close. You're the second biggest.
I did not realize Dr. Clef was that short.
Trouble Clef
Yeah,
is not in this. Oh, Dr. Clef. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We got 2 characters named Doc. We gotta differentiate.
2 characters named Clef. All right.
Just
So
Tom
you
Trouble on base.
a
You-
little monkey.
ran against some of these stag bears. You also came across some of these
whatever.
insecutes. And so, as usual, in the matches of the day, there is the image of the colony people by name and what they do there. Several of you have been making friends or using them or asking them to do different things. So I appreciate the utilization of what's been given to you guys. There we go. All right, so you also leveled up. So everybody is level 2. I do not
Well,
know where Reno is. I have not seen or heard from him. Let me just double check my phone. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. All right, so I'll grab Luna. So we did forget a major thing with Luna, but she's not here, so I won't tell you what that is until they show up. Clear owner. Go.
She's a vampire?
Character. Player. Characters. Almost. As a drow, she does have disadvantage. Well, she had a disadvantage when she's out in bright light, which we haven't been doing.
There we go.
All right. All right. So let's go across the way here, starting with Bex. Anything cool at level 2?
Yes, I got the operative exploit known as holographic clone. I can basically project mirror images of myself once a day.
Cool.
Awesome. I did want to point out a couple things as far as Bex is concerned. On your actions page, where you have the coding for it, there is the shield there that if you open it up, it links the spell mirror image in the shield. And
Nice.
it is a little different than other role playing games that use similar spells or effects, in that if an attack misses you by 5 or less and still misses you, one of your figments is destroyed. One of your holograms goes away.
Okay.
And if you are hidden and you have you have a concealment bonus, which means they have a 20% chance of missing you, and they hit you but roll concealment and miss you, that also kills one of your images. The weird thing is, blind sense doesn't matter. They still don't know which one is real you. Only blind sight are they able to tell which one is you and ignore the images. So,
Well, as I go up in level, having the spy subclass of operative, I'm going to be getting things like improved disguise skills, instant disguise, things like that. Stuff to misdirect. And I also plan on taking the arm extensions feat so that I can go gadget hands.
very cool. All right. So, what about Dez? What did Dez get as a soldier at level 2?
Soldiers mostly just get a combat feat, and Dez went ahead and took Cleave, which means that when he attacked, if he hits, he can then roll to try to hit another enemy that is next to that enemy. So theoretically, I might be able to do a couple attacks per turn. That's what I got. It's good. It's good.
All right. So we're gonna skip Doc while Clef, while he's finishing up there, goes to Glovina, another soldier. What did you get?
I was a bit late.
So I also got a combat feat, and because of my grenade proficiency and grenade launcher, I went with cooked grenade. It allows me to hang on to my grenade until the very last second, making it harder to avoid.
Very cool. So that does take a full action, so you can't move and do that. And don't forget, if you ever roll a 1, instead of it bouncing from the target square randomly,
I know.
it bounced from your square randomly because you mistimed,
Right.
or the grenade was made badly. Awesome. Soldiers also got all these. Your attack bonuses go up. Most of your saves go up. So, of course, hit points and stamina go up. So, level 2 is pretty good. Luna will get some cool stuff as a mystic. And again, we'll worry about that when they show up, when they're here. For now, they're going to be at level 1 for now. I'm not going to make those choices for them. And Toby, you will also be leveling up to level 2. So when you're ready to do that, add one level of soldier, and you'll get. The only thing you have to decide about is your feat, which feat you want, as you get a combat feat at
I
level
want
2.
my feet. I want my feet.
So close this. All right, so that brings us back to Dr. Clef. You got 3 different
I
things
got a
as an
decent amount of stuff.
evolutionist. So let's go
Yeah.
over them
Start off.
with
I
us.
got an evolution. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got a few things. Start off. I got evolutionist adaptation, uh, which basically means I get like a semi augmentation, which I chose resisted form. So basically, I can spend some of my special mutation points to gain a little bit of resistance to an energy type for a couple of rounds. In addition, I got a augmented form. I basically got a free augmentation of my level or lower, which I chose Venom Spur. So I have a little stinger that can come out of my hand and deal a little bit of poison damage, and then I can just keep stabbing people with it if I need to. Uh, and then I got like a little charm that I can enhance and make my stuff better. But I'm still figuring out what's going on with that.
So about your
I
fulcrum.
chose a complicated cast. Yeah, the fulcrum, um,
Okay.
which can be
Basically, it's
used
just
to.
at this level, all it does is you just need to determine what it looks like. Um,
Yeah, doesn't do anything just yet.
and then you can add fusions to it at this level or any level. Um, basically a weapon. Um, with your resistant form, did you decide on the 3 that you wanted?
It says for how it works is.
When you learn this adaptation, choose
Oh, I
3
missed that part.
of the
I
following types.
missed that part.
If you didn't, then
I
that's
will
fine. You
real
don't
quick.
have to decide that right this second. So just at some point, just type it in next to it, and you can
Will do.
abbreviate it too if you want to. Awesome. So Dr. Clef is an evolutionist. So those who aren't familiar with what they do, has nothing to do with Darwin. It has to do with the fact that he takes, and each evolutionist has a different flavor of way they do it. He chose what's called vital, which means he uses biotechnology. So he uses serums and leaves and uh, potions and poultices and things, biological things, to make changes to his body. And he does that on the fly during combat, and he changes more and more and more, sort of like, think of a slow Hulk or Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, as his body changes each round progressively more and more. And now he also can use some of these things to, like he said, get more resistant. He has shoots a web from his tail. He shoots spurs out of his body. He now can poison people with his venom spur. So all these different things, he is messing around with his own body, forming human trials with his own body.
What if it gets stuck like that?
Real man scientists use fantastic. Real mad scientists use themselves as the subject.
That's right. Then he will eventually be able to revert himself, or he'll just adapt and change even more if he gets stuck like that. So
Look, it doesn't seem like he's opposed to changing. So,
that's right.
this thing.
Yeah. Improve, adapt, evolve.
All right. So, um, any getting back to what you guys did last week, the exploration. Um, you've now explored 6 different hexes. You were talking about how you wanted to work your way back. Only one of them does not allow for faster travel because you did not spend enough time in it to map out and figure out what the best route was. But all the other ones and everything between you and home is faster. But then again, if you use that route, you don't learn anything new. So
That's
This is what I
true.
made a note of last time for our route back.
Let me open up the calendar and here we go. At the time, you were leaving J6 and going to J5. Here is, open up. Oh, that's your charter development sheet. I will say, as exciting and as cool as this story concept is, it has been a lot of work. Coming up with, because a lot of this stuff is out of the ordinary. It's not just a simple dungeon crawl where you, here's a map, here's a fight, go. A lot of stuff. All right, so you guys are going to H6. You're in J. No. All right, so then I have my. Okay, leaving J6 to J5. Okay, my map. Here it is. Here's the map for anybody who doesn't have it. You guys were headed here. Any last minute changes to that plan?
I don't see why we should change it.
All right, so
I
you have
thought
10
we were
days.
headed here, not here. Thought we were headed to J5, not K5.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I just pointed to the wrong one. J5. Yep.
Sure.
I said J5 and then pointed to K5. All right. So yes, you guys are headed back
I
down
was confused.
southwest
I covered.
to J5. You have
Yep.
10
So that still
days
works for everyone.
and
Yeah.
all right, so Toby is here. So if you guys remember, you were doing survival checks to make sure that you could feed everybody. Survival. So Luna is still the highest with a +9, but
But she's not here.
Bex is not trained, so Bex can't help.
I got
Everyone else
a
can be.
+7.
So everyone else can be assisting them. So if you going to move things around on the stream so you guys can see better. There we go.
So Des and Toby
Oh.
have +7s. Oh.
All right, so
Those are
everybody
the-
else except Luna, go ahead and roll to see if you want to assist. Except for Bex and Luna. And then we will add to that.
Should
I'm just going to drop her survival down here in hotkey.
Honestly, for how long we're doing it, that sounds like a good idea.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got 4 assists.
I look like the skill of this game.
+8.
Woo!
All right, I'm going to start with Bex. Jingo, give me a d20. Next dawn arrives, and you are exploring J6, exploring J5.
He really wants us to go to J6. Or no, that was K5. Never mind. We're in J6. It's fine.
So
I can
there's a
also nap, guys.
so there's a river here, and as is I presume Glovina still riding Dez.
Yes.
I don't want to be slow. Yeah, she's riding me. Oh, you little creature. Like, come on, be fast. Have longer legs, please.
Here
I
it
wasn't
is.
born that way.
You can chop her legs off and
Like maybe
get
on one of our
physical augmentations.
Get cybernetics, you know?
You have
no,
4
no, no. I know
legs.
plenty of species that have better legs. We could also, if you want, like on one of our expeditions, we could swing by those. Shoot, I'm blinking what they're called. Those bear adjacent creatures, and
Stag
Stag
bears.
raise him one as a mount for you. Stag bears, yes.
You can make a centaur. Sorry, that is super unethical, but
I mean, I actually that would be yes, even better. Would you like to be a bear centaur?
No.
okay,
The
offers
mount still work.
always out there if you change your mind.
Gotcha.
To be fair though, the proportions would be off. It would be better for Des. Des, you want to be a bear centaur with wings, and
I think I'm a little bit too big to be a better centaur.
Yeah,
no, your
no.
proportions would work out great.
Now, forearms, I'm thinking about that. 2 heads, that would.
2 heads.
Feel like with 2 heads, you have too much going on.
You can
Perhaps,
change your name.
twice as much thinking power and someone to converse with.
So the basic X legs are 4,300.
If you had
You
to.
also it makes it really hard to get knocked down, and you have a give you a climb speed of 25 feet. If you buy climbing X legs, which are 35,000, you can get a climb speed and be able to walk across the ceilings and walls without using your hands.
I imagine
saying.
your swim wouldn't be great though.
Probably not.
All right. Anyway, okay. I shared in the other stream. They have come out with new dice. 2 new sets since the last time I filled up my dice. One of them is called the Fantasy Hero. It's not as applicable in Starfinder, but for every all the 12 classes in D&D, they have dice, plain and with special trails. So, 2 of my favorites are the Rogue, which throws caltrops around after them, and the Ranger,
Yeah,
which
those two are really cool.
shoots arrows after them. Right, so your day go, and then I need Des to give me a 20 setter. All right. So as you guys are entering into and exploring J5 with the river in it, are you? I presume you're still doing the one where you allows you faster travel.
Yes.
Yeah, where we're exploring it thoroughly. Sorry, I'm saying that because I'm not sure if you mean faster travel right now or faster travel later. So, faster travel later.
All right. So as you guys approach the river, you didn't see it
Oh,
in the
river
message
runs through it.
message of the day. You'll see this. Dominic, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, sir.
Howdy, Atomic.
Oh, it's locked. There it is. Who has back to the high perception people? Perception.
Not it.
Luna and Bex, you hear this discordant sounds. Off in the distance, and as you're approaching the river, it starts to get a little bit louder, and as it is coming from different sources, multiple sources. Sometimes you hear thunder as well. Are you doing or saying anything?
Should we send somebody ahead to have a recon?
It depends what kind of
Yeah.
recon you want.
Well, we hear noises up there. Maybe send somebody up there to find out what it is without revealing that we're here.
Well, that's not us.
So I'm gonna stay here.
Oh well. I love discovering. There's so many interesting creatures here. I don't mind going forward if you mind pointing out the direction.
Well, I heard the sound in that direction,
Toward the
and
river.
I would go. Are you? I'm looking at Doc. He doesn't look like he's particularly quiet, does he?
I can be very quiet if I need to be. Not necessarily this best at being quiet, but I am a beast of the forest.
Well, you guys want to let us
I am
have a
working
look and
myself.
come back?
Yeah, just
Works
stay
for
in
me
touch.
if that works for everyone else.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so I'm going to that, and this should work. Let's see. Yes, it worked. Okay. Let me unlock the tokens. All right, so tokens are unlocked. Give me stealth checks and
I'm assuming in the tower.
move where you want to move. No, in this campaign we are
We don't
open.
use
Doing
power in the phone.
right. Sorry, I always
Well,
forget.
if anybody's rolling stealth, I guess I will too. Just
Okay, you guys are moving way
Oh.
too far.
Quietly, you two leading.
So,
I was trying to keep up with Alex.
well, that's
It's music.
Jingo. He loves racing through the
Yep.
maps.
Yep. I blame it on Marbon. Yeah, I caught it from him.
Which is so funny because in the other campaign, I also try to stick to you like Gordon. And you're like, la tira tira, whoosh.
And of course, I'm just sticking with Des while Des moves.
He does.
Are you staying on him or are you dismounting?
Staying for right now.
Okay. All right, give me perception checks, you two.
All right.
Me and Des? What? No, them two. Okay. Never mind.
Shoot, away from my character sheet. I was on level 20.
Being 20.
You were robbed.
Don't forget if you guys have put
Rocket Clef
anything
is
in
like
your
on kind of like full fours.
if you put anything in your hotkeys, when you level up, you'll just need to redrag them once every anytime you change the number. All right. So Bex, you can tell that there's more coming from a little bit to the south, and there's a little bit of sound coming from straight ahead toward the river. So go ahead and move where you want to go. About 15, 20, 30 feet.
Maybe taller grass, so Clef is kind of on all fours, kind of moving through it. Moving very much like a monkey, trying to be stealthy.
Okay.
Because there's not a whole lot of cover right here, so I'm doing what I can.
Not the way you guys went, no. You guys keep going.
I followed Bex as he moved down.
All right, where are you headed, Bex? All right, so give me perception checks again. And I need stealth checks again. All right, 15, 14 perceptions. The sounds are getting a little bit louder, so it's clear you're getting closer, but you still don't see what's producing these melodic sounds. You do, like I said, every once in a while you'll hear like a tree fall or a thunderclap, but mostly it's just these different almost melodic tones. All right. So Bex, wait, Des, are you? Clef, are you staying with him?
Yes. Sorry, I was jotting down what the noises sounded like.
Okay, and I need same things, perception and stealth.
Yep. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. That's why.
Crazy.
Perception.
All right, and Bex, I need perception and stealth. All right, so you see some. Yes, let me see. All right, here's what you see, Clef.
Guys, I'm starting to think that maybe Dev should get like a cloak, like a gray mottled cloak or something, so that he can just like crawl over there as like a very big boulder. You know, if anything looks over, it's a boulder, you know? Just didn't notice it before.
That's great.
Boulder. It's a rock. A big rock.
That
Nice.
is
Just go ahead and
so
move
amazing.
again.
Yeah. Before we move, Left kind of like taps Bex on the shoulder. Something reflecting the sunlight on the islands between the river fork. Probably where this thing is.
Start moving. I'm moving to try to get into those trees.
Okay.
Following.
Give me perception and stealth. Nerdy Nate, 98. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much.
That is, Nerdy Nate is my son.
Oh, nice. We'll zoom in on these guys now.
Arrival's just.
All right, so
Did he say to roll survival, or did he say to roll stealth and you rolled survival instead?
Instead, it's one more, so it's just a 9 instead of an 8. My bad.
Right. Darn, I was trying to get you to roll again, but you know, that's fine.
This time, I'll just take it this time.
I'll just
My
be
fault, I keep
honest
messing up.
this one time.
all right, so you guys can definitely hear there's two main sources of the sound. One is coming from the north along the river. The other one's now straight ahead of you. It was straight ahead of you before. So it seems to be in those two main areas where these sounds are coming from. Go ahead.
Straight ahead, as in the direction we are moving, I like a diagonal, or straight ahead, as in just
Straight to the river. If you ran straight to the river,
Okay.
seems to be that general direction. And to the north, where you were before.
As I'm
Alright,
moving towards
another
those
stealth
trees.
and another perception. So your view is blocked by these trees of the island that you saw stuff on. There we go. All right. All right. So this time you roll perception twice. Doc, I need a stealth.
Okay. That was all.
And I double clicked it that time. My bad.
It's just
I've
going
never
great.
played
you know?
Starfighter before. Just it's been a
First
long
time on
day.
tennis
Okay.
grounds.
Yeah.
All right. So
Just
you see these you see this just for a moment. You see a what looks to be a mass of fibers that should reflect the sun for a second, and then it's gone. And it's in the tree line just ahead of you. And I need initiative.
Uh-oh.
All right, so Doc, Dr. Clef, would you like to do? Glint was from over here. The original one you saw was over here, behind the trees where you are now.
How tall is this tree that's right here?
7 feet 4 inches.
Okay, so it's a. Okay. I'm going to. Does it look like it could support my weight?
Yes, it's a
If I were to like
wide.
get to it and like
It's
get.
wider than it is tall.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the foliage, like if it had like a skinnier trunk and the foliage just was out. So that's why I asked. Like it's there, so I'm in a square. I'm going to rush towards the tree as I and start climbing up it. I have. I'm just double checking my move speed.
So you aren't officially in combat yet, so you would not have
I can
any
only.
mutation points.
Yep. Yep. And I'm realizing for how my speed, I'm. Yeah, I'll get there, and then I will dash up the tree with my climb speed of. I have a climb speed of 20 feet, so I'll use my action to dash to kind of get up on the tree and survey.
Okay, so you're going up 5 feet. And give me a perception check.
I did click the right thing this time.
That's a first.
So you see this sound is coming from 2 of these things on the ground. Bex.
Okay.
And you see a third out on the island. They are small. They look to be about 2 feet in diameter. Bex?
Taking this in.
All right. He saw them. I did not, did I?
No, you have not seen them yet.
All right. I want
Didn't
to
it sound to you though?
move up into the trees. See if I can get a view.
So you double moving to get there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I see. Never mind. Actually, no, 40 is my pace.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm not trying so hard to be quiet anymore.
All right, give me a perception check. All right, so don't forget you guys have comms, so you can speak to each other if you wanted to. But you don't see anything yet. You do see him climb a
I
tree,
even made a note of that.
but you have not seen anything yet. As let me double check this. Okay. So one moves a little bit closer to you. Dr. Clef. And it's your turn. It only moves 5 feet. It's more probing, and you see these as a branch snaps. You see it. These tendrils sort of reach toward it. Hey, Nerdy Nate says foul
Right,
looking.
real
It's
quick.
actually very pretty. It's sparkly and shiny.
As I'm kind of like observing it, seeing its like effect on the environment around it, 'cause it isn't quite hostile yet. I'm gonna like put a hand to my palm and kind of like click it on. It's like there looks to be 3 of these little iridescent puddle tentacle things over by the water making those noises. You all should be they look to be quite slowly so far. Everyone else should be good to start moving closer if you want. Uh, 2 over by where me and Vex are, and then 1 that's a little bit further up the river to the north.
All right, so I'll go ahead and include you guys in
Looks quite pretty. Come take a look.
the initiative now. Are you doing anything else, Doc?
Yeah. No, I'm just currently kind of just assessing it, seeing how it's like affecting its environment around it. Is it like, does it look to be like a toxic sludge type situation? Is it like being aggressive? It definitely looks unnatural, but
Give me
I'm
a
more
life
just
science check.
curious observing it. Uh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. X.
Doc, what are we looking at here?
Not quite sure. Um, Definitely looks to be unnatural. I do have a -5 DC to life science checks to identify rare creatures. I'll just state that if that helps at all.
Okay.
Me even less. I'm gonna move out to the edge. Can I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
No,
Careful, one's on the island and
I
one's
can
underneath.
see my thumbnail as I push it into my eye.
As you're moving over, you slip into the river a little bit, um, and you know pull your foot back up onto the ground, dry ground where the footing's a little bit more solid. Not really. As you do a quick glance around, um, you do see one number 5, and he looks like this. On the island over there. And as you splash into the water, it sort of, some of these tendrils come up. Doc, you are watching them, and so you see they react to sound quite a bit. There just hasn't been a lot of sound. But when he splashes in the water, or like I said, when the branch creaked a bit, their tendrils react. Bex, give me a life science check.
I have no ranks in it.
Okay. All right, you have not heard of these things. All right, Toby, go ahead and move.
Okay. Hold on.
So don't forget, you guys can, if you're sprinting, running full charge, you can go up to 4 times your speed in a straight line. Otherwise, you can double move if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. If can ever get through. Yeah, I'll. What you?
You keep cutting out. You said, would you?
No, and I.
You cut out again.
Oh. All right. Hold on.
So he's moving. Des, are you going to do anything besides move?
I mean, I think Des is gonna run.
All right, I'm hanging on.
Yeah, warned Christina to hold on. He's gonna basically go diagonally as far as it'll let him. Oh shit.
All right, so Toby, you just want to go your, I think you're 35, aren't you? Let's see.
Yep.
You're 30. All right, so you can go 60.
Sorry, I'm trying my best to stick to actually diagonal lines. And it's kind of hard over long distances. And also when you take up more than one square. Okay. Well, that is Dez's movement.
Okay.
He's kind of doing like a weird, like, pouncing and gliding and, like, hitting off the ground and gliding again. And
All right, so that's going to take your movement to hold on from being thrown from the saddle. Lavina, did you want to do anything with your action? Or use another move action to dismount? Or what did you want to do?
How close am hang on a second, I'm trying to figure out how close I am to wherever they're supposed to be.
we are currently 115 feet away
Nope.
from where
Hang on.
All right, and I need both of you to give me perception checks.
Look, this is why I have, like, my support android. Oh shit! Never mind, I rolled good.
All right,
Good,
so
because I rolled like
as
crap.
you're hopping and moving, jumping with your wings and gliding and stuff, you see the sun glint off the one on the island. You can't see it very well, but you know it exists. These things are very small. They're about 2 feet around and maybe go up 8 to 12 inches. So they're hard to see. And Gluvina, you have no idea where it is. Besides, Doc telling you, Dr. Clef said it was one on the island and 2 close to him. All right, she's going to. She has 30, so she will sprint. Maybe. All right, Dr. Clef, give me a percentile.
You might need a roll initiative for Luna Live for next round. It looks like she's just blank at the moment.
So as you're talking to the others, you see the one hones in and starts climbing the tree towards you. So he's in the branches next to you.
Oh, they can climb and they're reactive to sound, though. Interesting. Now, it's curious whether or not you're a curious creature or a dangerous one. Like, at this, Dr. Clef is like not concerned for his safety at the moment. He's like fully enraptured in
Give me
curiosity of this creature as he's like making his
give me a
observations.
perception check
Starts biting him. It's like,
and a life
I
science check
remember
as
it.
well.
Very interesting.
Alrighty. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Life science, perception.
All right, this guy. Bex, give me percentile.
Nice.
All right. All right, top of the next round, Bex. Oops, let me switch the view first of all.
I can see that thing there, and it has reacted to me.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check again. And actually, I think you would be 10 feet up. And I'm changing the view for the stream. Wow, look at this. 13. Boy, it would help if you and Nick would roll better than you have been. It would move the story along a lot faster. Just saying. All right.
Yeah.
I think we collectively just need to change our dice colors, guys.
All right. And so, what are you doing? You don't see anything besides the one right now?
And it is. Is it moving? Is it getting closer? Is it
No,
still
it
where
hasn't
it
moved.
was?
It's still where it was.
See, there's really no such thing as a readied action in this game, is there? Just delayed actions.
That's pretty much the same thing. You say what you're going to do and what the trigger is.
All right. Pretty much. If it tries to cross the water in my direction, I'm going to shoot at it. And that's what I'm going to do.
All right, Glovina.
I'm staying on Des because we're like thousands of feet away.
Okay. Are you ready in action to jump off, or are you just going to?
I will RIA to jump off.
Or you can just say you want to go after Dez if you want.
I'll go after Des.
Okay. So we'll put you at 11. All right. They did hear you. So what is their speed? Okay. All right, Luna's gonna run up. All right, new round. I need another percentile from you, Bex. All right, so you. What weapon did you say you were readying?
Give me a second.
I wish.
The only one I have that I could really ready is, let me get back to my actions tab, is my hail pistol.
Okay. Um, so you go to pull it out, and you realize the energy in it has mostly gone, and battery's a little loose. So you snap it back in place, and get it down. And then you realize that there's movement right in front of you, as through the bush, or another one of these little things starts moving towards you. Little tendrils are sort of up in the air and waving around. Give me another life science and perception check.
Put your arms up, wave them in the air, just don't care.
Okay. All right. So if you want to use your reaction to shoot this one, you can.
I think I will.
Okay. Yeah, 5 on the dice for your perception. All right, this is a sub-zero hail pistol. Okay, so a blast of cold air comes out, slamming into this thing. You see a lot of the tendrils freeze up. And then as the crystals dissolve and get warm, it just forms around it.
Well, it appeared to react.
And as that shot rings out, this one moves over. All right,
Oh,
Des.
shot. We know for sure that we're in combat now. Great. Alright, Des no longer has any objections to being noisy and ruining stealth. So he is going to I think he's gonna run again.
Cool.
I need a minute to figure out my pathing.
All right, so you're doing a full action to sprint.
Yes.
All right, so we'll skip the two of you until you get where you're going. Toby.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm gonna move up on them. Right. Let me see. I want. Okay. I'm going to. My move is 30. I guess right there.
Des, you can go ahead and move.
I have it in my hand right now, so I am.
Okay. All right, so you move up 30 feet. Des and Glavina are not there. Give me a perception check.
Me?
Yes. And then I need Des and Glavina. Also, give me perception checks.
I don't notice. Yeah.
All right, so you're too busy watching and hoping that Glavina falls out of the saddle.
So I can laugh at her. Point and laugh.
That's right. Are you going to do anything else? Are you going to move a second time, or are you going to stay where you are?
Can I move a second time?
You can. Yep.
And then I will move a second time.
All right. So while he's moving, Glavina, what are you doing? He's now moved.
Jumping off.
So again, so this is with your action. You jump down 10 feet. Where do you want to go?
Let's see, right? Hang on.
Any square adjacent to Des.
There.
Okay.
Come on.
Thank you for pinging.
You're welcome.
All right.
Wait.
So you still have 20 feet. 10 feet of movement.
I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. You're gonna pull out a weapon.
20 would be there.
I am gonna pull out a weapon.
Come on.
Hammer, I think.
Okay. 30
Trying to
feet.
get there.
Perfect. All right.
Yes,
so Toby
hammer.
runs up. Okay. With the perception checks you made, 21. All right. So, Des, you see some more glinting.
Ooh, I see more guys.
These things are gonna be dead before I get close enough.
You don't know that.
Only one shot has been fired so far, and I guess it did hit.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Oh, wait.
By the way, understandable if it is a no. Could Des have drawn his spear?
Yes.
Okay,
You
cool.
can do that as part of your
Perfect.
move action. All right. So so this thing is going to, as you're not making noise, it's going to lash out at you. Dr. Clef. One of the pseudopods sort of reaches and then plunk. Tries to thunk into you.
Is that the
As
sword of
this
foot?
resonation,
How rude!
as it resonates through you, as you can, it almost hurts your ears as much as it does the hand where it hits you, and you take much, and just double checking something real quick. Okay. Alright. As you speak, again, you see that same reaction as you saw before. Clef.
That. Oh, ugh. Makes me wish I changed some of my improvements I made to myself. That I'm gonna, now that I am actually properly in combat, I'm going to drink my little special vial, gain a mutation point, and be like, like kind deserves another. Let's see how resistant you are. I'm going to use my new venom fur to attack this thing, see if it's resistant to poison
Okay.
and stabbed. Or I guess, yeah, just being stabbed. It. damage and has to make a save. And it succeeded, so never mind.
What you doing, Apollo?
I just like one of my hands that are like on the trunk, kind of like moving as I kind of like try to like palm the creature. This little spike kind of comes out of my palm and injects into like the mask, but I only like nick it a little bit as it kind of writhes around.
Okay.
All right, Bex, there's one right in front of you. You
Do
also
some
saw
look.
the message from Des.
All right.
Oh wait, it's the top of the round. I also have an 18 initiative, guys. Wow. It's been so long since I've been next to my friend.
Yes, all right.
So you should go in
Trying
front of
to-
Toby instead of behind.
I'm just.
With this thing, I mean, let's see. How does my trick attack work again?
All right. So make sure you target it.
Like that.
Once it's
All right,
targeted,
it's
you just
target.
click the cast button. With a plus 16, 10 on the die is going to trick it. So now you click one of the effects, the flat footed. Roll to hit. Alright, so you are adjacent to it, shooting a ranged weapon. So it will get an opportunity to attack. Now, yep, you do the effect and roll damage. Nice. Alright.
And take that op attack. I should have switched to the knife, but I didn't.
Alright, so this thing is going to reach out for your leg, and you easily move back. Alright, Des. Daggone it. Desnonix.
Des is going to he'll move 5 feet to the south,
Okay.
and then he is going to go ahead and try to stab at this one.
Right.
Oh, kinetic.
Very nice.
Don't think he's going to be taking
Target
very
takes
many
a
spells.
-2 to all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based ability checks and skill checks until it's healed. Alright,
But
so you
the
step
damage is
forward,
there.
and as you land and step into the grass and things, you see some of the tendrils are sort of waving towards you. As all three of them in this area, you hear as you attack it. Or sort of some of these tendrils are leaning your way as the thing dies.
Oh, that's good. That's his turn. He's,
Why did I feel like there was a question mark at the end of that statement?
say it again.
I said as
It
these
almost
things
sounded like you said there's a question mark
dies.
at the end of his. Is it
Oh,
dies?
I'm
Question
sorry.
mark.
Just in case you guys weren't able to see it before. Now everybody sees it.
Cool.
They are sparkly,
Little
and
puddles.
it's, if you think of fiber optics, if you've seen those, or those little things you buy, you turn on with a click and they glow at the end, little light fibers. It's like that, but they have these little sparkles of lights and things flowing through them. And as you're killing them, you see that they are made of millions of little fibers,
Ooh. We could use that for sure.
and they are
For
small.
Oh, real, yeah.
Again, they're like 2 feet around and extend up to 18 inches or so as their fibers reach out and stuff.
Maybe.
Next, Toby. Or not Toby.
I guess I'm
You're not Toby.
Give me a perception check, Toby.
okay. I'm good.
With
I hit it
Des
twice.
coming over the computer,
They both
you see
failed.
some movement up toward the north, but you're not able to lock on to. They're too small and the grass too thick from where you are to see exactly where they are. They did say, Des did say they were about 100 feet to the north of him, but you don't see them yet. So where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I still move twice.
You can. You can move once, and then I'll let you give me another perception check, depending on where you're going. Okay, going down that way. Okay, so you can move again if you want. You see the one in the tree with the dock as they're sort of patty caking each other. And there's. Alright, as you run up again. You can now see the one on the island as it's about ready to go into the water. Alright, nobody's hurt yet. Oh, someone fighting Doc. I was like, where is it? There it is. Up in the tree. Alright, this thing's gonna reach out to you this time and try to, He wants to hold your hand. Alright, what is your, KAC?
Main page. A 14. So yeah, definitely hits.
Alright, so he wraps himself around
Gets
you.
total.
And this thing is half on your arm, it's just wrapping around your arm and your. What armor are you wearing?
The second skin, I think, or yeah, second skin.
Alright. Opening up second skin for no reason. Don't worry about it. As.
Yeah, no reason, guys. Don't be worried.
When he tells you
Out of
not to
7.
worry, that's when you should be worried.
Alright, and then
Right.
this vibration. It's like putting your ear up against a speaker. It's these sounds and it hurts your bones and your joints more than it actually does damage. And alright.
In fact, I could have chosen Sonic as one of the energy types. I did not. Or my resistant form. I didn't choose Sonic.
Okay.
Kind of regretting that now.
Yeah, who's ever gonna use Sonic? Come on. You're in the middle of the wilderness. Nobody's gonna use
Fucking
Sonic.
everything uses Sonic out here. That's stupid.
I chose energy. I chose the types that we've faced so far, as in acid, electricity, fire.
Alright, here's your turn.
Okay. Boom.
You're not even through your stamina yet. You'll live forever.
Mhm.
Nothing can kill you.
Honestly, just don't even tell anybody that you're in danger up there.
Oh,
You're
everybody
fine.
can see. Everybody sees him fighting this thing in the tree, and it's now
In the
wrapped
tree.
wrapped around his arm.
Oh, he's making friends.
He's grown attached to it.
Testing stuff. Yeah, I shift how I'm holding everything, and I point my tail at it and use my restraining spinneret on it. See if that works. Not gonna actually damage it, but as I always reread, I have to. Yeah, I have to make an attack roll against it for that. I do hit. It is. So I didn't actually see the result. Oh, 4. Sweet. 4 rounds. It is restrained by my, or entangled by my web.
All right. So as your web wraps around this thing, you see it all covered in this stuff.
Get him.
I'm waiting for this guy to move. All
All
right,
right.
that
So he
provokes an
is
opportunity attack.
underwater. So you have a minus 2.
Water, my biggest enemy.
Actually, the dice are your biggest enemy, but who's all right,
That's funny.
Glavina. You see
All
him
right.
splashing in the water, and you saw this thing go into the water.
I saw it go into the water.
You also see the
I
one
have
that
my
docked.
hammer.
You also see the one to the north moving its way down.
Yeah. Decisions. I think I'm gonna step forward.
Creatures within my range have a +1 to attacks. If you want to reconsider,
They have +1 to attacks.
you have a +1 to hit things within my range with ranged attacks.
Oh. I'll back up then.
As a friendly reminder, if
I'll
you
go back
wanna
up.
go bad.
All right.
Okay, so you'll still need to move down to have a clear shot. You want to move here.
Okay. Dropping my hammer.
Okay.
Grabbing my gun.
But
Wait a minute. Did I target this yet? No, I did. Okay.
you target that.
Shooting it.
Okay, guys, I'm changing my dice color. We should probably all do that.
Well, damn it.
What are you shooting it with?
My gulch gun.
Okay, and what kind of damage does it do?
It does burn damage.
All right. Error 404. Target not found. Your weapon can't be used to make an attack until the weapon is repaired with a successful
Damn.
computer's check.
Damn it. Fine. Yeah, man, I'm changing my dice right now.
I just did it.
Oh, cool.
I
didn't
also
know.
did it, actually.
By the way, each of these have cards. So if you ever want to see a card, You should be able
Wow.
I actually have a physical deck.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
to make sure you enunciate well when you say that. Um,
It's a big deck.
Was he wrong?
Very useful. Everybody's very impressed whenever they see it.
yeah. All right. So yeah. So that shield in chat, you can click on it and it'll open up the actual card, so you can see what it looks like. If you ever care.
Wow.
All right.
Uh,
I didn't realize that was a thing. I knew the pictures existed. I didn't know they linked it. So it's cool. All right. So that was Lavina. You moved. You shot.
Whoa.
And
And then I
your
get to
frustration
do
gets you
something
let you
again.
go again.
Okay. Pick up my hammer. Move forward a space.
Okay. Well, can't you throw half the crap in your inventory anyway?
Maybe. Can I throw my hammer? It doesn't say I can throw it.
Actions. No,
Hey.
your assault hammer. No.
Or fun.
Okay. Nope. You can't. Okay, never mind.
So I'm gonna move this way. And attack with my hammer.
All right. Go ahead. I will take away the hammer. I've spent hours finding, putting on a map.
Well, that's much better.
Water gets washed away.
Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday.
So I'm frustrated that I've got a broken weapon. Grabbed the hammer and nailed it instead.
Dr. Clef. You are attached to this thing. It is now wrapped in webs.
Now going to attempt to stab it again. While my venom has ran out, I could still stab it with my little stinger. So I
Testing.
now
Do you need?
that's
Oh,
entangled.
I very faintly heard Reno.
Stab it. Oh,
Testing.
You're so quiet, man.
We can hear you.
All right, so you stab into this thing with your Baraka claw.
pretty much. Oh, I forgot to tick that off last time. Oh, I forgot to
Did you
increase
gain your
my
mutation point?
point. I had just thought about that, so I'm adding it. It doesn't affect anything, so
Oh, gotcha.
yeah,
All right, so Toby 1 has come up to you.
does not affect what I did.
All right.
Bex.
So then I.
So you see one in the water. You also see
I'll be right back.
Dr. Clef fighting one.
Knock it off.
You probably wouldn't have seen the one fighting Toby because they're so small and there's a bunch of trees in the way. But Des did say that there were some coming from the north.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's target him.
Okay, from where you are, you have a -5 because
That's fine.
there are 3 trees in between you and him.
I'll take my chances.
Right, so during your trick attack, are you moving?
No.
Okay.
All right, I failed the trick attack, so this is just an attack.
It's also wrapped around his arm, so don't miss by more than 5. Was that
I
with the
didn't
minus
put it
5?
in. No, I didn't put the -5 on there,
Okay.
but I don't think that's going to hit. So that's a 9. That's a miss.
Great. So it blasts into the trees. By the time it gets to him, there's no oomph left. All right, Des.
Just a little like puff of leaves touches us.
All right, Dez is going to take a 5-foot guarded step. And I don't think anybody's done this yet. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out what they are. I'm trained in survival. I have the profession of animal trainer / hunter. If that helps.
For what?
I would like to try to identify them.
Life science.
Life science. Well, I don't think I can try this untrained. But I
Yes, you
try.
can.
Cool.
All right, Reno, you can
Well-
grab your character now. Open up your character sheet. We could hear you in Discord, but very, very, very faintly.
Okay, is that any better or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Now it's
Still very
almost normal.
Much better.
It's slightly better.
So
Okay.
go ahead and level up Luna to level 2.
Well, that's a 4.
They are little
That's
blobby things.
Okay. Dez is going to go ahead and try to stab at this one.
You can push Glavina in the water.
You know, I did just get Cleve, and she is right next to it. So. Alright, that's a hit. Just that damage. And honestly, like, as a little bit of an experiment, because they seem to react to sounds, Dez is gonna, like, roar. Like, be loud, see if that'll make them shy away or come closer.
All right, give me a perception check. Des, Glavina, Bex, and Dr. Clef, and actually everybody, because Toby's right next to one too.
Oh, sorry, I did it again. I hit it
Oops,
twice.
I did it again.
A 17 and a 19. You pick
so
which.
hard, got lost in the pain.
All right, so Dr. Clef, Toby, you've seen this. I mean, Dr. Clef, you've seen it before anyway. Des, where is? All right, she said she was gone, so Glavina may not be back yet.
She is not back yet.
Yes. So all of you notice that as you roar, these fibers, again, as if you imagine the little things you buy from the store that have to turn on with the glowy ends, the glass fibers, but one of them grows as the sound hits it, and it gets like another little tendril comes sprouting up as it hears the roar. All right, Toby, this thing's right next to you.
Yeah. I already got it targeted.
It reacts to the sound.
And I am going to attack it.
And they are making these noises. You do hear sounds, and now you hear cracking branch. You hear splashing water coming from one. 14's a hit. 16 total. Did you do some damage to it? Alright, so the one on... So you see this thing oozes out and around your web and blasts you with some sound again.
I'm back.
As it is still attached to you. And it does a little bit of damage to your armor as well. HP is 6. Alright. Alright. So you noticed, Glavina, that as Des roared, made a large sound, it sort of grew some more tendrils as it absorbed the sound.
Oh.
And this thing is attacking you because you're right there.
Okay.
Or if I hoped it would come closer to me.
It is trying to wrap itself around your leg, and it does as it reaches up. What type of armor are you wearing?
I am wearing that's funny. I don't see that I'm wearing any armor. Oh, there we are. Golem forged plating.
All right. 6 is not going to be enough to get through its hardness. So, you feel this sound just vibrate through your thing as you hear it repeats the roar that Des just did. And it's reverberating through. It's like standing close to a speaker
At a concert?
concert.
Okay.
It's not the sound, it hurts your joints, your bones as it travels up your leg. And this last one comes into view now. That's close enough. Late to the party. Alright, Vex. You see this one is wrapped around Glavina's leg. So let me go ahead and put it up. Because it's not 5 feet down anymore. There we go.
I'm going to move over towards this one. Switch to my knife.
Right, it is 5 feet up in a tree, but it's only 5 feet, so that is still within your reach. As it's on Dr. Clef. And Dr. Clef is confused. He's like, it's right here. What are you doing? And then whoosh, you quickly switch things up and slice into it.
Yeah.
So you were switching to your knife.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me remake that attack then.
No, that's fine. What's your bonus with the 19? Still gonna hit, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the same. My bonus to hit is the same.
Okay, yeah, just roll the damage different. Boom. Nice. You slice into this thing.
Nice.
Avoiding Doc. Alright. Luna's leveling up.
She levels up.
Did you want to take your turn, or are you still in the process of leveling up?
No, there's other things that need to be done, but I'm fine with just going.
Okay, take your turn. There are these little glowing things about 2 feet around. The little tendrils come up about 16 to 18 inches. They react to sound. They're sparkly and pretty.
Okay.
They are not
All right,
animals.
so can I use spells on him?
What kind of spell do you want to use? Right now you have
Use
Des targeted.
Mind thrust. I have what target? Oh, Des. Sorry.
Me.
Give me a life science check.
Okay.
Okay. You're pretty sure these oozes don't have a mind, so mind thrust would not work on them.
This is not going to work. Okay, fine. I'll do my actions then. I will shoot it with my semi-auto.
Okay. As the shot rings out, again, all of them react,
It is a mi-
and these little tendrils grow from them. And as another fibrous arm appendage
Does that
grows
happen to
from it.
all of
Yes, they're all within 15 feet of her, 20 feet
You
of her.
guys think the sound is healing them?
let's make
Probably.
hitting them.
Luna, you gonna move?
Well, I have a club if I wanted to be quiet about it. So, from the assessment, oh, everybody's dying pretty quickly, aren't they? I can just use the club. I'll move.
All right, so you're gonna move. You're gonna move. All right, you move up, and this one on Doc just got sliced the crap, but he's still attached as he does not hurt the armor this time. But he is hurting Doc. Doc is down, starting to sway a little bit on his branch.
As he does every. Like, that's just every. As far as we're concerned, that's how it. That's how his mutation points work.
That's right.
I missed. I missed.
All right, so Toby, this thing is trying to jump out of the way and try to stab it. Get away from me, you stupid! And it's reacting from at these other sounds and was moving away a little bit and then coming back. It's a sneaky little bugger, and it's gonna try to attack you. It's gonna try to attach itself. Two on the dice is not gonna do it. Lavina
Okay.
is on your leg.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hammer it. Maybe it'll let go of my leg.
All right.
Good luck.
Here's Doc.
So I will
No.
let
I'm
you
in
hit
the
it,
tree.
but if you do the damage to yourself as well.
Yes.
Because it is
Okay.
putting on your leg. So if you want to slam that leg with your hammer, you will do damage to him and to yourself.
Okay. Cool.
Okay? So roll damage.
Nice.
Alright, so that killed it.
Take that, you sucker.
As you sort of
Little bit of
grunt.
pain is worth it.
Mm. Alright, and again, this sort of stops moving and stops. It still has a big hammer mark in the middle of it as it slowly starts. It's not really ooze as much as it is these fibers, so you have to like peel them off.
Okay.
Like, but they're very, very very fine, smaller than human hair. All right, as this one is on Luna, it tries to reach out. Come on, I gotta make that pun at least one more time. It hits, yes, it is. You guys have been together. It's grown attached to you.
Aw.
What armor do you have?
I have the Lucinda,
Ringwear.
sorry, second skin.
All right, second skin. It does not go through its hardness. As this vibrating sound just reverberates through up your leg, and your ankle, or the joints are really hurt. Knees hurt as this sound reverberates up. Give me a life science check. Are you? Well, actually, no. Are you trained in life science?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Can do it anyway.
No. How are you a
Anyway.
biotechnician not trained in life science? That's weird. Okay.
I don't know. I blame you.
How does a soldier not have
Okay.
any
You know your
perception?
Yeah. Well, that was your guy. That was your guys' choices. But okay. The hat. They really like the hat. Okay, and
Hey,
it
grenades
just
are addressed to whoever it may concern.
the hat rides low. Exactly. You don't need
I am a
perception with
grenade
grenades.
soldier. That's right. So many
Just
grenades.
pull up both of them, Clavina. Gee.
All right, Dr.
I
Clef.
seem to remember y'all didn't like a character I had that.
Biotechnician.
You didn't
Oh,
that
wait, what did I say that I don't?
you keep cutting out. You said you didn't like the character who had what?
I said I seem to remember I had a character they didn't like it when he used grenades.
Oh yeah. on your friends, yeah.
It sounds like a you problem.
I see. Stab this thing one more
Stab
time.
this guy with my. Yeah. Oh, keeping together for a decent amount. And I think that's really all I'm going to be doing for now.
All right, Dad. You see, she kills the one that's on her. You see, Luna's has one attached, and there's one fighting Toby that is not attached.
Why
The
did
one
you
on
guys all go into melee range? Just
Is Doc being attacked as
This
well?
one snuck up behind me.
yes, Doc is up in the tree and it has it wrapped around his arm. Yes.
Alright, I'm doing fine.
the only
Okay,
person
so
is Doc because Doc didn't know.
right.
Anyway, hey Doc, you should hold really still. As Des kind of angles his knife to stab at it, and you know, we'll see if you get stabbed if you hold still or not.
Spears
keep in
through
mind that Luna,
spears through the thing and then through me.
You know,
Lunalai has a
Well,
Mystic Cure in the end, but no other spells for healing of Doc.
all right. So Des kind of angles it, makes sure that you're really still, and just kind of skewers it, and it kind of like slumps down, like those tendrils just kind of go into the puddle.
All right.
Uh,
So, Doc, give me a reflex save.
Uh-oh.
Will do.
Sorry.
Good, reflex.
All right. So, as
Healing touch.
they did 11 points over its hit points,
Oh.
she does 4 to you.
I'm still up.
All right, you gonna move? Yeah, they are. Okay, perfect. All right.
Des will go ahead and remind everybody there's at least one more to the north.
No, you saw 2, and those are the 2 right there.
Oh, okay. I thought that one
All right,
came
back.
from someone.
All right.
Oh, it's on Lunalai.
Des 18.
Yeah, Lunalai has a healing touch. And speak with animals actually too. So
Nice. Definitely a success with a 34 trick attack.
yeah.
You could be a CR 14 and still succeed. Challenge level 14 monster. There we go. That's like 3 hits in a row for Dex. He stabs at it.
Actually, I clicked the wrong thing. What did I? A 12 would a 10 have hit? Because I'm not as good in melee. It would have been a melee attack. So that would have been a 10 and not a 12. Would that still hit?
That's
There's no
Or
way.
didn't you roll a knife?
I did, but I'm would have used it in melee. I used the ranged attack.
the
I'm not
ranged
as good in melee.
Oh, gotcha.
all right. Oh, give me a second here. What was that? Oh, that's
Wow.
Toby. Okay. Ten's a miss.
All right.
So you stab
There
into the
you go.
ground. All right, did you apply flat-footed to it, by the way?
I did,
Okay.
but I think
Defensive
that
effects -2. Yep. Okay.
that only lasts that only applies for that attack.
Right. Hey, Atomic, have a good one. He says, win the
Night.
fight. They will.
Win,
They're almost
Atomic.
done. Doc doesn't have anything fighting him anymore, so he didn't go down this time though. So I may have to have another one show up right there in a
Yeah.
tree so Doc can go down. This wouldn't be a fight
I
without
always-
Doc going down. I'm just saying.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Well, if he climbs down the tree, then he went down the tree, you know?
There you go.
Why did you skip me?
Oh, that's right. It is a new round. I was like, you just moved up. You were done.
Yeah.
All right.
I always forget. When you make a full attack, does it both have to be against the same target?
No. You just have to
Okay,
declare
cool.
it first.
Des will go ahead and stab once at the one next to Toby and once at the one next to Lunalai.
It's not next to, it's on Lunalai, but go ahead.
Okay, well, on the map. Anyway.
It's half in the square in their square.
Okay, so that one's a miss.
On the map. On the map.
Let's really hope that this hits.
It does.
That's a hit.
17 on the dice.
Nice.
Max damage.
All right, Luna, you have this thing on you.
So what can I do with it if it's on me?
You can hit it with your
Hit it.
club
How about my survival knife?
or your club.
With a club?
Either your club or your survival knife. Yes. Go on.
I'll take the club.
You can also try to shoot it, but it would get an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah, let's just pass it. Oh my god.
2 on the
Think
dice
it's a
is a
miss.
miss. All right, Doc. You felt better.
I retract my little stinger, and instead a spike grows out of my arm through the sleeve, and I'll then use my adaptive strike to launch a little spike at the one on the ground.
All right, so if you're still in a tree, it's gonna be at a -2.
Oh. On my screen, that was
Wow,
the
well, that was a negative one.
We should count that, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was that as well.
All right, so you are is a
You take
kinetic.
half of damage and move.
My spleeny bits. What it's called.
Oh, I guess.
All right, roll your
You got
damage.
Your wish, it goes down.
All right, I'm just gonna roll it here, so it should not apply.
1
Ooh,
damage.
wow.
You're still up. You have
Okay, I'm still up.
15 out of 16 wounds.
It would have been really funny if I had gone down, but yep.
Please, if
My
you're trained on
spleeny
that,
bits. I
then
love that. That's awesome. Okay. He
It would
is
have been
on.
one more would
Luna.
have been 3. But I guess it's half still the one.
Alright, so Luna, this thing resonates the sound again. You hear what sounds like Dez's roar, like you hear your gunshot. There's a pulse as it's mimicking the sound it's heard.
Right. Okay.
And you take some damage. It does not do enough to damage your armor. Lavina,
Okay. Cool.
Oh, let's see.
your smoking pile of refuse that was your gun is next to you.
I know.
Check. Check.
Shut up. Okay. Is there anything close to me?
Just the two, as far as you know, there's only the two left. One on Luna, and the other one on the ground in front of Toby and Bex.
I'm gonna pick up my broken gun and put it away.
You can hit them both with a grenade.
I can hit them both with
They're
a
only
grenade.
15 feet apart.
Just also everybody else.
Right. I'm not out
They
to injure
push it
everybody
down.
else. I can make the choice to injure myself, but I'm not going out to injure everybody else.
I'm just saying, if you put a grenade right there, you might be able to knock Dr. Clef out.
That's right.
He's got to go down every fight, right?
I'm picking up my broken gun, putting it, sashing it away.
Okay. All right, Toby. Can you kill this thing? You got this. 19, yeah.
Do it.
21's a hit. All right, and that was enough to kill it. As we go to the top of round 7. Bex.
Oh, hey.
As we'll go after Beth.
I haven't gone yet. Wow, I got an 8.
As you
Step around my dinosaur.
Dragon. I don't do that tongue thing.
Dragon.
Dinosaur.
Nice.
What's the difference?
Wow.
Lizard. I don't do. No dragon, no lizard.
Thank you for getting the reference.
as a hit.
Why did it roll 3 dice?
It probably still thought you were.
Oh, it thought the trick attack was a critical.
It's a crit.
So
But
drop
that's
that
all right.
last
It's
die.
only one. It's only a 1, so it doesn't matter. And it should have doubled everything. It was a crit anyway. So.
Wow.
All right. So with that, you guys are out of combat. As the sounds fade away.
All right. Can you guys, who are more scientifically inclined, figure out a name for these so I can move them where they need to be in my notes? So I can put them in alphabetical order.
So you guys are able
Yeah.
to do some searches on your computers. And they are not only native to here, so they do have a name. Where is the picture? I covered it up. Hold on. Identify. So they are polyphonic gel.
Nice.
Deal.
All right. Are they oozes?
So
They're
polyphonic
oozes.
Perhaps there's a
gels.
scientific application for this, but I'm not a scientist.
You didn't capture any, so not any anymore. But there might have been. Give me just a moment here as I click this. There we go. All right. So there's quite a bit of information. Them. They resemble smoked glass that pulses with multicolored light in time to an unpredictable rhythm, as I mentioned. And yes, they are oozes. These ones were small. It's actually an organic semi-fluid mass of millions of flexible fibers that constantly vibrate to produce audible frequencies, ranging from hauntingly beautiful to shrill and discordant.
Sweet.
Their bodies course with sonic vibrations that can devastate flesh, bone, and steel, as well as break prey into edible chunks.
That's awesome. A sonic weapon. It's a being.
They
And
primarily
then
feed on sound. It sends out countless pulses that resonate off their prey's body, echoes fueling their metabolism. Each absorbed sound also helps the gel form new fibers, like a brain forging fresh neurons while it's learning, as the sounds create each fiber and shape its texture. In this way, they gradually grow physically, and their sound vocabulary grows when exposed to new sounds. So, no, they weren't healing, but um, they were tiny growing. Um, some of them, the reason they were by the river is because it's a constant sound. However, they only grow when exposed to new sounds. So that's why they weren't continually growing because of the river. Um,
Hmm.
they have been kept before, but sometimes they will slither frantically past other food sources in the search of a specific type of or pitch of a say for of sound. Previously docile specimens kept in captivity for study often develop these cravings too. And despite their keepers' best attempts to provide a balanced diet, the ooze's desires can lead to catastrophic breakouts when they disintegrate their holding cells. If they're fed with a steady of diet of varied sound, they can grow with extraordinary speed, doubling in size in a matter of days.
wow.
If they're kept in a vacuum or trapped, they will starve and wither. They are typically, when they start off 2 to 3 feet in diameter, weigh about 20 pounds. They can grow as big as 10 feet across and weigh up to 400 pounds.
Wow. That's quite impressive.
Bioengineers studying polyphonic gels have synthesized an inorganic compound that can stymie echolocation and disperse destruction sound waves. So, both Luna, who's a biotechnician, and
Yeah.
Dr. Clef could help use these, similar to what Doc was saying. Jingo was saying. Um, you can make a skin graft that gives you sonic resistance of 5. And you can activate the graft to emit constant erratic vibrations that interfere with blind sense sound and blind sight sound. While activated creatures can detect you with blind sound at only 1/3 the normal range, whereas creatures with blind sight gain only the benefits of blind sense when detecting you. It will last for 5 minutes or until deactivated, and then you have to rest to use stamina. It is a level 9 augmentation called a polyphonic buffer.
Is this enough for us to figure out ooze immunities?
You would know ooze immunities, yes.
On it.
Would you like to tell me ooze immunities so I can add them to the immunities list?
No, I don't have them off the top of my head. You can look at Archives Nethys, which is what I would
Okay.
do. They don't list them here.
I just
They
didn't
never
want to
do.
mess here.
They always say immunities, ooze immunities, and in this case, Sonic. So one cool thing you also know that if you had shot it with a sonic weapon, I was hoping somebody would. They would it amplifies the sound and then applies that an extra 1d6 damage next time it attacks you.
Wow.
Mm.
All right, so those are the polyphonic
could,
gels you guys found.
We took some of the destroyed gels with us as samples. I think we could then use them to later create that polyphonic buffer at a later date, or will we need to have live samples?
If you had live samples, you would be able to do it much quicker and much easier. If you try to gather all these ones that you have, depending on the rolls you make, it is a level 9 augmentation. So depending on when you attempt it and what equipment you're using and things, you still might be able to do it with these.
Okay.
All right, so your armor needs to be repaired, Doc, as you have. It has taken. It has taken half of its hit points and damage. So it's just a matter of using some UPBs and an engineer. You guys can take 20 to do it. It takes, where is the cost? Some seconds again. All right, so who has engineering in this group?
I believe I do. I don't know how good I am at it. I'm all right. I wouldn't say I'm the go-to engineer. I hope not.
Engineering. So Bex is plus 9. And there's only one other person who's trained in it. That's Glovina.
Yeah. So yeah, Bex
right.
and Glavina. You are the go-to.
That's right. Glovina, go ahead and give me a engineering check.
Engineering check.
And
Come on.
All right, guys. Oozes are added to the immunities note.
perfect. So Bex, put a +2 in the mod and give me a check. This is not to see if you succeed. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. Because you will succeed. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take you. And you would need 25 UPBs to fix your second skin.
We should have that, right?
I don't know if we've put our stuff into UPBs instead of credits.
I don't have anything in my sheet.
Yeah. I have 38 credits. I have no UPBs.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so we're just going to put
E
damage
stand
next
for.
to your. When you get back to your group, you can do that. And Luna, yours is damage for 10. Because it ignores half the hardness, and I didn't realize that until.
So I'm getting 10 in damage.
your second skin requires 10 UPBs to be fixed again.
Right, but for whatever reason, I have nothing over here. It's blank, so I don't know what happened to my money or whatever. So yeah, but that's fine. I've got the level 1, so
Oh, and there are 3 Lynxicute pelts in the party sheet. So whoever's taking those, if you could please. We talked about them last week.
Oh yeah.
I think I just said the other person that was getting them gets mine. So whoever it was, take all of them.
Okay. As I go to open up the party sheet, I know I was interested in some. Was I the only one who was interested?
yeah, I think so.
I think both of us are the ones who skinned them,
Okay.
and don't want to clutter my inventory. That's a funny joke, guys.
Yep.
You should laugh.
All right, so Doc, are you going to try to harvest these polyphonic oozes?
Yes.
All right, so I'll make a
Yes.
note to add those to the inventory list. All right, so a couple things I wanted to mention, Luna. Because you are a drow, you get detect magic as a drow. So
Ability.
you need to add another cantrip.
Okay. Cool.
Also, I mentioned it when we first started, when you guys were on the ship traveling here, and then didn't remember since. As a xenodruid, you can speak with animals.
Right.
So you may want to keep that in mind.
And I'm using that. I'm using that as a cantrip, and so I can do it anytime.
It's not a cantrip. It's you can just do it. It's not a spell. You just do it. As a xenodruid, it's an ability you have.
Oh, okay.
So it's in your. It's on the combat tracker.
Combat check.
And it's also
Right,
in
okay.
your race abilities and things. I mean,
The abilities one. Yeah.
mystic xenodruid abilities under xenodruid. It has speak with animals.
Right.
Your
Yep.
healing touch is now level. It should now have 2. Let's see. Does it say 10? It still has you at 2. Okay. Dang it! Hold on.
Yep.
Class
So the heal is now 2d8 plus
Yes.
3.
No. So you have, as a mystic, you get an ability called Healing Touch. During a 10-minute short rest,
Yes.
you can heal somebody hit points of 5 per level. So you get now have you can heal 10, and it's coded in there.
That's a direct thing. There's no rolling, nothing. That's what it is.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I need to heal Doc up here. So if I've got healing touch, I'll use my healing touch, and then I also have the Mystic Cure spell I can use to get to if it's not high enough. It could be as low as 5. So
Do it.
yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. I gotta go over to Doc here. There you go. Target him. All right, and then I just do the healing touch. Right, press the button for plus. Heal. See if that works. Still wounded. Okay, so that went up then.
So he's now wounded by 5.
Wounded by 5. His fatigue is still going to be maxed out.
Correct. I presume you guys, you have to take a 10-minute rest for her to do Healing Touch. So anybody who push a short rest. There you go. Anybody who wants to can then get their fatigue back.
Pretty embarrassing for you guys who have taken fatigue damage. I can't relate. Just be better.
Yeah, right.
And don't forget to
Which one is that I press again?
That one right there.
stam.
Stem.
The one in the middle. Okay.
Now, how'd that go? Oh, his fatigue's gone. That's
Ooh.
good.
He still has 5 wounds.
All right, Luna, are you
Yeah,
gonna use your? You're gonna heal your fatigue?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my fatigue thing, which is the stamp. Damn. Okay, let's see. Go back to there. What do I got here? Sweet.
All right.
Perfect.
So as the sun sets on the 11th of Calistral, you guys cross the river, set up camp. Go
You
ahead
want me to roll
and
anything for harvesting those bruises?
no, like I said, they don't. They harden into these fibrous lumps. So you just picking them up and strap them to somebody's back or stick them in a pouch
Okay.
or do whatever.
Shoving them into Dez's
As long as you're
massive
not
back.
dancing on them, they'll be fine.
Mhm.
All right, so let's get back to the overall map. We lost Bobby.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Cool. All right, so there's the map.
Oh, my computer.
Charter area. Nope. Random encounters. Nope.
Where's
Where's here it is. All right. I only show one person having it, so we will push it.
Yeah, my computer show. Do you
All
want
right.
mine stuff for me or?
Unlock. All right. So where you guys want to go now? As you're finishing up exploring this region.
Should we move towards the lake?
I believe
I
the
think
plan
we're
was
going back.
to hit day 4.
Because
So
we were trying to
we're
head
kind of on
back
our way
to
back home.
Europe.
Referencing my notes from when we last talked about this battle route home, we were thinking of hitting this one next, but we could instead go through this one and then hit this one.
I think we were talking about going to J4, and then if we still had time before we had to be back, time to hit G5.
5, right? Yeah. So this one would be our next goal based off of what unless we want to do something different. But I'm still partial to going here next.
Look, man, if we try to change our minds every time, we're gonna be here for ages. Let's just go to J4.
Alrighty. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we
Yep.
head to J4.
I'm down.
Okay,
J4.
let's do it.
Do it.
Ooh.
All right, so we make this shareable. Make link shareable. And then go to locations. J5. All right, so J5 is now
No one apologize. Go. You can go.
Shareable. I mean, he is now linkable. As you move toward link A4, I need survivals. So, control. Luna, wait.
You're gonna have to roll for me.
As
Uh,
abilities, skills.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh my gosh, that map is huge. Good lord.
20. All right, so we need
I'm coming.
Luna's survival, and Luna, you're gonna put a +6, and then give us a
Okay.
survival.
You know, it'd be like that.
All right. So with the roll you made yesterday, you still have enough food for today. Plus, you have a river, so that helps you get a little bit of fishies or fish adjacent food as you move into 12. The 12th. Do it. I need a
He's going.
D20 from. It is
Ow.
now
Ow. Oh, get down.
Roberta's turn.
Okay.
I thought. Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right. Survival checks.
be better.
Wow, that sucks.
You know, they can't all be winners.
All right. +4, Luna.
Okay.
Okay, go on. Go on.
Did Toby not roll?
Nice. All right. You're able to get plenty of food for everybody. And I need Reno, give me a D20. Flat D20.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. So as you guys are moving on, you come to this area. It's has some hills in it. As it goes up to the base of the mountains. As you guys are traveling that side of the hex, you see that there are fallen logs and treacherous slopes, make it really challenging to move around. Um, you know that you would not be able to drive any kind of wheeled vehicles through this area, and you also wouldn't be able to use any kind of mounts.
This mount is a little bit different though.
I need so with this and Luna as you and where'd the other survivals go? Doctor, so all three of you
Treacherous slopes.
see some tracks, fresh boot prints crisscrossing this area. And
Goosebumps.
Luna, you're actually all of you are able to tell this is a medium-sized creature, but it weighs usually a fraction of what a medium creature normally weighs. Did you want to follow the tracks?
I think we should.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Let's-
see it leads up to, but not into, a makeshift shelter of branches leaning against fallen logs. You see, inside are 3 baby 6-legged goats
Aww.
Food.
with soft fur and nubs for horns.
Aw.
And you have seen some of them way off in the distance and heard their bleats way off in the distance, but this time is the first time you've seen them up close. They look to be hungry as they bleat as you get there. What would you guys like to do?
Goats are evil. Open
Trying to
fire.
steal the food, right?
No, just kidding.
Go to bed.
I don't know.
It's what is it? A veal?
Um,
Uh,
I mean, we
I would like
have
to.
food that's foraged, right? We could try to feed it to them.
But-
I would like to kind of like look around and see how long it seems like these baby goats might have been, spider goats might have been left alone.
All right, so you guys are
Is it-
looking
is
around,
mom coming back? Or...
and well, they're inside this shelter, so it's clear that they've been put there. This is not where they normally were. That's not where they normally live.
Mhm.
You look up and you see Doc's friend. Not Doc. I keep getting them mixed up. Bex's, wow, friend.
Something.
Somebody, somewhere.
Oh,
Elenez Zorian limping towards you guys, and he sort of waves his hand, and that's where we'll leave it for now.
wow.
Good night.
He is the scout, don't forget, for the counter. So thank you for playing, guys.
Thanks for jamming.
Night, Bobby.
Night, Berta.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you're
Damn
enjoying
cat's gonna piss me off.
it. It's better than peeing on you. All right, so
Yeah,
don't forget
he'd
to.
be
It's like
going for
leftovers. Better than left unders.
he'd be a flying kitty. He did that.
So don't forget to follow us on using the tubes, and if you oh hey, I just noticed Nerdy Nate said I hear someone needs healing, so you got one of you was still hurt, so we're gonna go ahead and give that to. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't mention it before, but Mantha was the only one who reached out and leveled up on a day other than our play day. So she's getting 2 heals, 2 serums of
Oh,
healing.
shit.
Bex, Doc, and Nick leveled up before we started. So
did I.
and as did Glovina. Yes.
Thank you.
So the 3 of you are also getting a serum of healing for
Nice.
doing things beforehand. And Reno, if you want to hold on, I need to talk to you about Luna.
Yeah.
And her level up.
No problem.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to make Nerdy Nate. Everybody give me a percentile. I'll roll for
83.
That was not
Bobby.
a percent.
38.
got to beat a 7. That's pretty hard to
Wrong
beat.
one. Sorry. Hang on.
Oh shit. Somebody beat us up.
No, rolled the wrong one.
Oh, that's a D10. Never mind.
97.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, holy
Quite easy to
crap.
beat a D7 when you roll a 10.
All right. So Toby's going to get the extra one from the chat. Nerdy Nate, appreciate it very much. I didn't see that earlier. So I appreciate you. So don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you guys do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
All right.
Good night,
Good night,
guys.
Guys.
Uh,
And good night.